Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Facebook Live, we have arrived. One more time. Let's get it in. This is Watchman Derrick Yisrael, also known as Pastor Derrick, on the Shabbat. What's today's day?
I think it's 14.
14.
Yeah, it is the 14th. August 14th, 2021. Hallelujah. Let's just give him a praise. Hallelujah. Thank you, Yahuwah. Toda Rabah. Thank you, Yahuwah. Thank you. We shabbat you, we worship you, we lift you up, and we thank you. Hallelujah. Yahuwah. Show up and show out. Do it only you can do. For we adore you, we worship you, invite you in. In the matchless name of Yahushua, we humbly pray. Hallelujah. 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 And Aman. Where's my boy?
Over there.
Grab him.
Lil D. Yeah. Come on.
All right, buddy. Say a quick prayer.
Come see our from your family. Forgive us for our sins and bless us. In Yeshua's name, holy, and amen.
You say a quick one. No, you go. Yeah. I pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you again for being in your presence, worshiping your presence, inviting you, ask you to show up and show out and illuminate your children, quicken us, make us alive, give revelation to truth, illuminate us, give us a heart to receive truth, give us the power to walk in truth, and we'll be careful, we'll respectfully represent truth. And we'll be careful to give you the praise and the kabah now and forever. In the match name of Yahushua, we humbly pray. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Aman and Aman. Frank, I've been calling you. I noticed that your phone is off. Call me when we get off here because I'm trying to contact you immediately. Appreciate you. Give me a call. Code Don Deems, good to see you on as well. We think everybody's in attendance. Hey, y'all, I'm in the mood to dive straight into the word. So let's do that. Let's go to Luke, y'all. Let's go to Luke. Let's go to Luke, the 6th chapter. Right? Luke 6. Oh, great. Good. See you in a minute. Luke 6. Okay, I'm gonna start at 20. Shemaine Yahoo, good to see you on. You miss tag 'em. Boy, do you tag. Between you and Dave Alhock, the word gonna get out. Folks gonna be saved for sure. Look what this say, y'all. Luke 6:20. Look what this say. And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of Elohim. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate from you, separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil, for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice in that day, and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. Yamina Yahoo battle. Good to see y'all in. See, if you take a look at the string of scriptures that we was reading, you know how it started off talking about blessed is this, and blessed are they that are that, right? Blessed is he that this, and blessed is he that, and blessed is he this, and blessed is he that. Yeah. And then it went on to woe is he that is this, and woe unto he is that, and woe unto he is this, and woe unto he is that, right? Y'all saw that? What the Most High call blessed in the eyes of people look like somebody that's cursed. And what's cursed by Yah, the average person believe they're blessed by Yah, and it's a blessing. Yeah. If we look at these scriptures again, it says, "Blessed are you poor." Well, what? Blessed is the poor. That don't even sound right. Right? Not to a carnal mind. Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you that hunger now. What? Blessed? Blessed are you that hunger now. Yeah. For ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now. Huh? Somebody need to mute their phone that's on the conference line. Mute. Who is that? Who said that?
My name is Francis Duffins. I was invited by a friend.
Oh, bless you, bless you. Glad to see you on. Could you mute your phone?
Oh, wait a minute.
You're wonderful. Welcome aboard. Everybody that's on the line, please mute. Thank you.
Hey,
Shalom, shalom. But if y'all notice, it says, y'all feel free to sit at the table or grab a chair and bring it over, whatever you want to do. If you want to grab a chair, you can. I'm already teaching, but Mark, good to see you. Yeah, help yourself. Come in, sit wherever you want to. Bring a chair over, do whatever you want to do.
Where is that?
Luke 6. But if you notice that the Most High is calling blessed what people would believe is a curse. You got to get that. You got to get that revelation, especially during this transition, because the transition is causing the wool to be the covers to be pulled off. Reality is setting in now, right? What we thought was a blessing was to get this secular education and get paid. What we thought was blessed is dressing well and run around here traveling, right? While we tripping and skinny dipping. Yeah. What success was being financially stable. Even though you were sexually a pervert.
Yeah.
Where you were a wicked person, where you were a covetous person. That didn't matter. See, get those degrees, get the education, right? So now that the paycheck for sin is here, the paycheck for sin is here. Now we're dealing with the true revelation. We're dealing with truth. See, I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm still gonna teach. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this. I'm gonna go upstairs and fix it. That's gonna stop.
There's two.
Okay, good. I'm gonna get off because he's
Conference recording started.
already
Conference
been
muted.
started. He started at 11:30. All right, Chanel.
Okay, y'all. I'm back. But back to where we at. See, if you look at these scriptures, you see we're in a transition to where is thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And when that occurs, it's a shock value for those of us that were living carnal. Right? Now, everyone that was enjoying the carnal pleasures of life, right, wasn't necessarily engulfed in sin. But this is a theological check going on right now to the point of potential shock to what we thought was important wasn't, and what we thought wasn't important was. Mm-hmm. And now that the Most High is allowing these Luciferians to move forward with their plan, right? It's causing discomfort to the flesh. And those of us who belong to him is spiritually getting their houses in order.
Yes.
If you look at the book of Revelations, right? When you look at the book of Revelations, it said like when the seals were being unloosed, right? Said that they still wouldn't repent, right? The masses, the wide road folks are still going to do what they do. Period. They're not going to repent. They're going to continue committing adultery. They're going to continue fornicating. They're going to continue cussing and lying and cheating. They're going to continue to seek to save their lives, even though the words say if you seek to save your life, you're going to lose it. But the folks that's caught up in the flesh, they're looking for alternate routes. They have to trust these wicked principalities, these powers, these powers of darkness. They got to trust them. They got to put their faith in them, and they got to trust that they're going to fix it, so they can go on with the originally what do you call it, program? The original program. They want to get back to their original program. They want to get back to back to Vegas. They want to get back. They tired of all this, man. Folks just want relief. They want relief so they can resume. Come on, somebody. So they can resume their wickedness. Good to see you on, big bro, Rodney. But the interruption is happening now. Yeah, and the separation between those that belong to Yah and those that don't is happening. Yeah, everybody busting a move and choosing a side, even if it's unbeknownst to themselves. And let me tell you something else. The Messiah's, Yah's sheep hear his voice. Yeah, and notice the scripture said, a stranger they will not follow. Oh, now it's coming to fruition. Those that belong to Yah, there's a stranger running things now. There's a power of the prince of the air that's piping, that's herding. Yeah, that's calling people cattle, calling people herds and stuff. They're real disrespectful, and anyone with some sense would be offended. But sheeple people, it's another day at the office. They still trust these folks. Can I talk today?
Yes, please do.
So now that the Most High is allowing the seals, or he's pulling the seals, the reveal is happening on what's really important now. Like the rubber that hit the road now, see? And with knowing that, now we can look at blessed are the poor. How in the world are you blessed if you're poor? Talk. Because this world gonna put you in a situation to be poor if you stick with Yah. Yeah, it come a time. These things was written up. It come a time to where it's not gonna be financially beneficial to be with Yah. But look what he said. But blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of Elohim. Yeah, this temporary place, this life is like a vapor of smoke that appear for a moment and vanish away. You ain't staying here. The Catholicized-minded folk got the same program as the world, because their life is filled with sin too. Their life is they screwing and bumping and grinding. Yeah, they twerking and working. They doing everything the world doing. They just throw a little slap, a little thin layer of religion on top of it. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, that yeah. And so now that the rubber that met the road, the Most High is telling you what a true blessing is. Now that you know that it's not about the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Now that you know it's about the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, now that you know that, now you can understand blessed are the poor, right? For yours is the kingdom of Elohim. Blessed are ye that hunger now. You hungry now? They didn't killed all the food. When the Whole Foods, they was almost out of water. And they said they were struggling and getting some. Yeah. Blessed are you that hunger now. You thought it was a movie, Hunger Games, didn't you? Hey, you thought Marvel with all these movies. You thought they was playing, didn't you? He got all the rocks. He filled all the stones. Come on, you thought they was playing, huh? Didn't he say, "Oh, these the end games"? Didn't he say it? Same jokers that's doing it, the same ones that's controlling the movies. Been talking to you and telling you. So, look. Anytime an actor can become a president, come on now. Yeah. Same folks that edit the movies is the same ones editing the news. Correct. Using blue screens and lies and fake massacres. Yeah. Play actors. They running the script. They running the script, and those that are deceived, the God of this world. The one that's on the back of your money, and God we trust. The God of this world is blinded the minds of them that believe not. So now that revelation is here, y'all. Your mother's here. Your mother's here.
My mom?
Yes. Open the door. Yeah. Blessed. Look. Blessed are ye that are poor, for yours is the kingdom. Yours is the kingdom. You bless when you pour up under the circumstances. Yeah, the circumstances, the system, this kingdom have turned on you.
Right.
But the believer, yours is the kingdom of heaven.
Yes.
Right? Look what he's saying. Blessed are those that hunger now, for you shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for you shall laugh. Your laughter is not from this place. Yeah. Your laughter is not from this place. Yeah, the joke is on you. And that ain't too funny. When the masses, when the powers that be, when they manipulate and lie and control. Yeah, it ain't time to laugh no more. Ain't nothing funny. This is serious. Folks is stressed out. Folks is wondering what the heck is going on. Yeah. Yeah. The author of confusion. Did you know when you use fear tactics and you scare people, it causes confusion. It causes folks to make hasty decisions. It's a transformation process. And they study that type stuff. They know a crowd control and how to manipulate and get the masses to cooperate with them. That's what they're doing. They're causing people to panic. And now folks got to trust them and their way out. They call the method in the last day is to cause the problem and then come with the solution.
Right.
Yeah, that's how when they want to execute something, they'll cause a problem, and then the solution they come with they pollution.
Right.
Yeah. And you gonna accept it too, and you gonna cooperate out of panic. Yeah, but the word says, look what he say. Oh, I can teach this, but look what the word say, right? It said, "Curses the man that trusteth in man," right, and make it flesh his strength. Right. When we were teaching, when we was dealing with John 5. Yeah, but in John 5, right? When we was dealing with John 5, when the Messiah said himself, right? And I'm going to use somebody good, right? He said, you heard from John. And we know that John was a good man. We know that. Real talk. To whatever level I can say that, right? But John was a good man. And the Messiah turned around and admitted he was a good man. But he said, you believe his testimony. He said, I accept no man's testimony. No man. In fact, listen, he said, my testimony in and of itself is not valid. He said, but I got another to testify of me, which is Yah. When you put man in his proper perspective, going to the first man, which was a sinner, a fallen man, right? Our granddaddy, Adam, right? He because of him, the species mankind is in a fallen state. So when the word was made flesh, he gave he didn't pat the flesh on the back at all. Yeah. When the rich young ruler came to him and called him good, he said, there's none good. Right. But Yah, period. Right. He was putting things in his proper perspective. You got to know that. Anytime you're put in a situation to where you're trusting man for your salvation, for your way out, you got a problem. Because men are liars. Because of how we view life, we think life is getting a secular education, getting money, and being successful. It never was about that, but that's what we thought. Yeah. We was taught that because we were taught that from birth. That's right. They wasn't teaching us perversion, what that is. Mm-hmm. They wasn't teaching us to trust Yah, to walk in faith. They wasn't teaching us to be moral and righteous and to walk in the spirit. They didn't teach us that. They were teaching us how to be slaves and pursue the lifestyles of the rich and famous, period. That's what life was about. Yeah. Well, the consequence for going through life without Yah is here. Yeah. Straight up. And now you find out what a true blessing is. He says, save yourself from this untoward generation. You're blessed when you go against the grain. Well, this untoward generation got money. Yeah. They control the theaters. Right. They control the restaurants. Yeah. They control the fishing holes. They control the garden. They control the food, the wall. Yeah, they control that. Yeah. But you saving yourself from, which puts you in a position to now have to choose between Yah and them.
Right.
And right now, the power of the prince of the air, they're controlling it. They can shut the food off. They can shut the water off. They can stick a needle in you against your will.
The serpent, yes. That's real.
Some folks that on record is into population control. On record, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing made up. On record,
Yes. They done told us.
and now they sticking a needle in you. And you trusting them because of their fear tactics. Come on, somebody. When you go against the grain and you trust in the Most High only, now we talking. Now we know what a blessing is, right? Blessed are the poor.
Yeah.
Folks think you cursed if you poor. No, you got the game twisted. Hey, he came to the table talking like this. He said, the first shall be last. A carnal mind say, no, the first is first. And the last is last. Y'all say, no, the first shall be last. And the last shall be first. He said, if you exalt yourself, if you lift yourself up, you're going to get dropped. But if you drop yourself and humble yourself, you're going to be exalted. It's opposites. Opposites. Listen to what he say. Blessed are the poor. It don't sound like a blessing. Not in the natural. But why are you poor? Because you wouldn't sell your soul for rock and roll? Because you wouldn't sell your soul to lay on a mattress with somebody? Because you wouldn't sell your soul to go along with this wicked world? Right? So they didn't cut you the check. You wasn't invited. You got kicked out the party. You might have been, at one point, you could have been in the party serving Yah, but now they ain't having it no more.
Yeah, come on now.
Now that the rubber met the road, you're going to have to make a decision. Can't nobody fake no more. We came with a whole bunch of hypocrites, a whole bunch of fake believers, didn't we? A whole bunch of fake Christians, didn't we? You know, sang in the choir, singing real hard, and then behind the choir stand sweating butt naked. Come on, somebody. Banging and sweating. Dealing with a whole bunch of hypocrites, wasn't we? But now, you can't hide and play now. Come on, somebody. You gonna have to choose on which Elohim you really with.
Right.
This is times we in now. Yeah, you can't fake it. Now they got a paint going along with the world as if you're going along with Yah. Yeah. Now, yeah, because the covers gonna get snatched off you. So now you gotta say that Yah told me to let them do that. Yah told me to open up these wicked folks to come in with this garbage into the house of prayer. The Mashiach went into his house and drove them jokers out and said, this is the house of prayer. This is not a house of den of thieves and robbers, you crooks. He drove them out. Well, these fake preachers, they open up the doors and let these folks in. They're going to pay too.
Yes, they are, sir.
They're going to pay. They're going to pay. So let's see it. Let's find out what a real blessing is, y'all. Now get that name and claim it. That prosperity doctrine way out your brain. This gonna hurt your feelings if you on that mess. Listen, blessed be the poor, for yours is the kingdom of Yah. Right? Blessed are ye that hunger now, for you shall be filled. Right? Blessed are ye that weep now, for you shall laugh. Okay, so it's a now and later. It's a now and later. We're at the point to where you're going to have to make a decision.
Yes.
Yeah, and right now, you're going to have to choose Yah, even when it's difficult.
That's right.
Even when it's not popular. Remember when it was cool to be a believer? And you know, you walk in, pastor just walk in, folks greet you and want to bless you, all that. Now look, if you a true one, we're going to get to it. Look what it say. I don't want to stick too much on this because I want to go somewhere else anyway, but I just want to pull from the scripture. We'll get where we're going. But look what it says. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for you shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for you shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you. What? You blessed? Yeah. And when they shall separate you from their company. Yeah. And shall reproach you and cast your name out as evil. For the Son of Man's sake. They cast your name out because you rolling with Yah. You rolling with truth. When you roll with truth, do you know you go against the church community?
Of course.
Yes.
Do you know that? Did you know you're not going to be in the inner circle?
Never.
People not going to be celebrating you? My mama walking in. Somebody yield their seat for her. Are you with me? If you stand with truth, listen. If you stand with truth, hey, these rabbis and these watchmen and these preachers ain't gonna like you when you stand with truth.
No, they don't.
No. You think you know how we misquote scripture, right? He that have friends must first show himself friendly, which is true. But you want to displace it because you got a lot of friends because you a sellout. You want to use scripture. Satan, Hasatan, used scripture on the Messiah,
Yes, he did.
right? He was using true scripture, but he had it was out of context, right? Folks got a lot of people liking them because they're a straight sellout.
That's right.
Folks getting checks to let the wolf come into the barn, into the sheepfold. You got wolves that will let the wolf the wolves in sheep clothing. The sheep clothing, they acting like they're part of Yah's children, and they'll let the wolf in. They're a wolf too. That's why they let them in. They're a wolf in sheep clothing, and the wolf in sheep clothing let wolves in, and wolves come in and with doctor smocks on. Come on, somebody with face diapers on, and lining folks up. Oh, this is for your own good. Devil, get out of here. Y'all made my immune system. Cursed is the man that trusted man. You got me messed up. You got me messed up. If you think, please. Y'all, you mean to tell me y'all ain't a healer in the house of prayer? Got jokers all diapered up in the house of prayer. Faceless joker. Got all these faith scriptures around. Want to preach about faith. You diapered up, you joker. What's wrong with these folks around here? Fake. Oh, don't get me to going.
There's no faith.
Preacher in a spacesuit. Spacesuit. Joker got on a spacesuit. Got you filling out forms at the door. I went to this house of prayer. Hey man, I said, okay, let me go. Yeah, they stopped me at the door, right? They stopped me. Not only did they stop me at the door, I seen they was gonna stop me at the door. I said, oh, here we go with this mess, right? So I went to the car and grabbed a mask. Okay. When I got to the door, I walked in and they said, you got your mask? I said, you can't use your mask. They had their own. They had a pack of masks. They looked like they was in the chemical lab. They all spacesuit up. And so
this is a church.
Yeah, no, and the ministry, they was lifting an offering because this woman was a woman of faith. That was her ministry, faith. Okay. And prayer, believing Yah. That was her niche. You know how folks get niches, right? That was her niche, right? Faith preacher, right? And so I had to take their mask, so I had to put mine in my pocket and take that. Then they gave me a form, so then I had to fill out the form. Then they had the biggest jar of petroleum sanitization alcohol to the fifth power kill the germs serum. They had a big jug of the squeeze that they had the big old 16-gallon jug of that right there. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they had a big old that was a swollen jug. They had a swollen jug of that. They're gonna wet you down. They're gonna squirt you down with that, right? Okay, so you fill out the form, you put on their mask, then they squirt you down, and then you come up in there, and then they got the sanitized cloths to wash the mic. So they washed the mic and they sang it with masks on. They all had diaper face. They all had diaper. They sang it literally they talking and preaching and singing through the mask, through the diaper.
Hebrews.
And they faith folk. Look at us. What is wrong with us?
Well, these Hebrews.
I can go on. Let me try to get off that. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. I ain't trying to. You ain't got to be my friend. I'm gonna tell you that now. He that have friends must first show himself friendly, and I'm gonna be friendly in the Ruah. Anyone like the Ruah, rock with me. And if you don't, that's cool. that's okay. Look, 2 to 3. Rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets, right? The forefathers, Yasharel's forefathers killed them all the prophets. The true prophets that was just Yah, they killed them. They didn't like them. And they said, so when these fake religious folks don't like you, don't trip. Don't feel like you out of place, you in place. I just told it yesterday, didn't I? Talking about the wide road, didn't I? Yeah. The wide road, right? Straight is the gate and narrow is the way that leads to life. Straight is the gate and narrow is the way. Everybody ain't gonna make it. The wide road folks don't like straight and narrow folks. Because straight and narrow folks, life goes against them. Some of y'all listen to me now. Got caught up, running around here in fear, cooperating with them medically, posting stuff. I see you. Double agent. You got to make up your mind because a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Either they devils or they not. Either they got the solution or y'all do.
Right.
And they coming with their spirit, the spirit of fear, scaring folks, bullying folks, transforming folks by the renewing of their mind into Satan's children. Come on, somebody. Look. Rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe, okay, now we're dealing with the woes. Because I'm going to tell you right now, every blessing that we just read, according to this world, look like a curse. But Yah is separating his children from Satan's children. Satan's children is going to be able to go in the shopping mall. They're going to be able to go to the zoo. They're going to have to go to the theater. They're going to be able to travel. They're going to be able to do exactly what the Bible say. Because when you with Yah, he said you ain't going to be able to buy and sell. The word already told you what they doing. What you looking shocked for? Word already told you what it is. You receive the mark. The mark is the seal of the system. A mark is you're being branded. If you look up mark, it's a branding. When they take slaves and they would mark them, they would brand them. I'm trying to tell you, so listen to this. I'll tell you some more. Hey, they got chemicals that they put on farmers' food. So you got a sellout farmer and they pay this joker and they're gonna put chemicals in his field. Well, when they put the chemical in his field, that chemical, them GMOs, is owned and patented by somebody.
It's numbered now.
Yeah. And so the crops that are grown belong to whoever owned that patent. If there is a garden next to it that didn't sell out, say there's a farmer right next door that was not a sellout. Listen to me. Was not a sellout, right? But them chemicals get in the soil and they seep in the soil and it travel. And if that poison travel to the farm next door, right? And they pulled some of his crops and they tested it, and if it had that chemical in it, his crops that was his belonged to whoever owned that chemical.
There it is.
Did y'all know that? Look it up and see if I'm playing. Then if you figure that part out, whoever made the chemical that they put in you, whoever made that chemical that they put in you, don't have me go there. I'm going hard. If you do the study, I don't want to talk to you if you don't do the study. What I want to talk for? Because you already under the influence of the devil and his children. But if you do the study and find out that the chemical that even that was on his crops, he bought them. He paid for them. He planted them. And he was not trying to poison the people for money. He was an honest organic farmer. But when that chemical get in his crops, and the guy that's a sellout tested,
Right.
or the people that he got his chemicals from tested, they owned that crop. They took that man's stuff because their stuff is in it. And if they put put something in you that's patent. Oh yeah, this patent.
To you.
Then you become their property. You are not what Yah made. You're something different now.
Uh-oh.
Your blood is different.
Yeah.
Your DNA is. Oh, talk back to me.
Teach.
Yes.
That's real.
That's why that's why it ain't the mark. A mark is a seal, a patent. It's a ownership. And if they took your blood, and if it's not what Yah made, whoever made your new blood, that's your daddy. Talk, yeah. So, yeah. Now, see if that's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so look, it went to the woes now. Come on, let's talk. But woe unto you that are rich. How you get rich? You had to sell out. I'm telling you right now. Do you know why? You know why the Bible makes a differentiate between serving Yah and money? Because the love of money is the root of all evil. Did you know these people want money, which represents power? He that seeks to save his life gonna lose it. They're saving their lives. They're trying to live forever. They're trying to find a way to live forever on the other side of Yah. That they got that from the tree of good and evil, right? And then what added insult to injury is the fallen angels, which could have a lot to do with the tree of good and evil. But at the end of the day, the fallen angels, according to the book of Enoch, it kind of insinuated it heavily. It kind of exposed it some in Genesis, the 6th chapter. But the book of Enoch really opened it up. But there's science. We're not even supposed to be getting down with science on this level. Because science, people of science is proof. We live by faith. We live by trusting Yah. The Bible said the just shall live by faith and not by sight. Science is sight. Science is another wisdom, another knowledge. It's the knowledge of the fallen. Oh, talk. Yeah.
It is.
I'm just trying to tell you the truth.
Teach.
That all-seeing eye got its power to see you through science. The all-seeing eye got its knowledge through the eye that's on the back of your money. And they can see you. And now they want to be in you. They're trying to mimic Yah. They want to get in you. And they want you to let them in. They want to sweat you until you let them in. They want to stick you. So, talk, yeah. 24. But woe, look what it say. But woe unto you that are rich. How you get rich? That stopped me there, didn't it? But woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. You received it because you sold him out. Yeah. Yeah, he that seek to save his life gonna lose it. What, you want the money? Okay, what you got to do? You know that ain't Yah. You gonna do it anyway? Oh, look at that money. Okay, yeah. So you got your consolation. Okay, go on and do you. Look what it say. Woe unto you that are full, ye shall hunger. You full now. How did you get full? What contract did you sign? What contract did you sign? And what are you cooperating with? Talk to me. What? How are you getting your money? Talk, right? You full now. Y'all's children is set up to be hungry now. Saints' children can eat now. Oh, they whip out their little ID, their little passport. they gone in. Y'all's children looking. Hey, the Lazarus, he was at the beggar's gate, looking through the gate. He up in there eating good, wearing purple. Yeah. The first gonna be last gonna be first. It's gonna be a big reversal jumping off because they that are full now in this temporary life. You mean to tell me you're gonna sell out eternity for this temporary life? What you gonna have to root on these jokers to stick in you? You better hope they come with a stick that's gonna give you eternal life. They make it one for themselves. I don't think you invited to that party though. They got a stick for you that's gonna lower your existence. They gonna shorten your little program. They trying to lengthen their program, and one of their ways they gonna lengthen it is shortening yours. Come on, talk back. Listen, woe unto you that are full, For you shall hungry. Woe unto you that laugh now. It's funny, huh? Okay. Laugh now, but you ain't going to be laughing later. For you shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. For so did the fathers of the prophets. Woe unto you. Woe unto you. Listen, that's one of the woes. Did y'all hear that woe? That's a woe.
Whoa.
That's a danger. That's you a sellout. That's you sold your soul. People, everybody like you. You got something swell to say about everybody for real? Woe on to you when they talk good to you. Not too many people talk good to me. and my little Facebook numbers be low as heck, boy. hey, the attendance is real shaky. Look at here, them little offerings. Hey, yeah. Hey, we stay low though. We stay on the low, right? Folks like you. No, check this out. Folks don't like the truth. Folks don't want nobody coming with a word that get into their love life. Tell them two big old buff men they ain't supposed to be looking at each other like that. Man, what's wrong with you, man? What you see in that beard? You weird, bruh. What's wrong with you? Come on, somebody. Don't nobody want to hear that. Yeah. Somebody kids like that. Now, them my children. I don't care. Y'all don't care. Y'all will kill them. And you too.
He said he would.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah. It's going down now. Destruction is in the land. Y'all gonna move his hand. Y'all remember that song? Time is winding up. Yeah. Tell them the truth. Tell them that's my baby. Yeah. Straight up. Truth is truth. I better tell the truth. They out here killing folks.
You better tell the truth.
Hey, they so good. They are slaughtering people across the whole entire four corners of the earth right now. And folks don't even know it.
Right.
The ones that's with it is the ones that got the platform to keep the lie going. And those that know they killing folk, they shut them down. You don't hear from them.
Right.
And those that are under the influence of the power of the prince of the air, they believe those influx numbers. They believe them.
They do.
They believe. Look, they believe. Look at this. They're lying about all them deaths.
Yes.
And people been telling you that, but folks don't want to hear that. Folks is under the influence of their fear. They believe all them numbers. Folks running around here won't even breathe air because they scared. Because they under the influence of the power of the prince of the air. I tell folks all the time, you ain't never see me like that, and you ain't. I'm running around here. I'm not perpetrating a lie.
Hallelujah.
You sign off on what they doing, whether you know it or not. Straight up, you sign off on it. When you perpetrate fear, right? When you perpetrate fear, there's listen, faith is trusting Yah 100%.
Yeah.
That's what faith is. You do it. You trust the Most High and Him alone. I was sitting in there waiting on my son food this morning, and I was sitting in there and I just looked at the people, and the Most High was just ministering to me, right? And He was saying, "Look at that. They're helping perpetrate that's a signature of the lie. The truth is they're lying. That's the bottom line. They are lying. Period. And I'm talking about completely lying. Right? People always been dying. There's things that are killing people on earth right now way more than this.
What happened to cancer?
I know, but man, you know how many things are killing people every day? Way more, including a type of a flu like the influenza. But the influenza got put out of job. He lost his job. And they didn't morphed him into the virus. Right? And then if you died from a gunshot wound, and they'll just test you, and then there's false positives. That's a proven fact too. So you get a false positive that you got the disease, but you die from a gunshot wound. You go down as you die from the disease. That's how much lying and manipulation. But people are running around here shaking in their boots over a lie. Then they never told you about the 5G in the air
No.
that causes people to get sick.
Come on with it.
Influenza flu, lost his job. People getting radiation poisoning because radiation poisoning caused you to lose your taste buds and all that fun stuff. But if they get their serum in you, now that makes you a carrier. Oh, it's going down in the town.
Exactly. They're putting it in the people.
So, oh my goodness. Whoa! Let's go to the woes. No, we at the last woe. Listen, woe. Woe when people speak good of you. Listen, woe. Come on, somebody. Woe unto you when people speak good. You ain't got to speak good of me. You will, yeah, you will. If you ain't, that's cool. I'm not trying to make no friends. Period. Making disciples or we ain't making nothing. Period. Bottom line. Making disciples or ain't making nothing. Hallelujah. Who are you writing, Imani? Listen to them devils. Come on, somebody. Woe unto you. You can't, look at this. You cannot be a people pleaser. You cannot be the type of person that's running around trying to please people. You got to stick with truth no matter what. You got to stick with, curses the man that trusted in man and making flesh his strength. You got folks that's barely winning, pressure. Listen to this. You supposed to be faithful unto death. Period. You got some folks that say, I don't think I'm going to take it. You going to take it. I don't plan to. You looking all, I don't plan to. Yeah, a little more pressure you threw. You almost done. I said, you sitting in the oven. I'm looking at you through the oven door. You sitting in the oven sweating. I don't think I'm done yet. Yeah, the timer say 5 more minutes. Ding, you done. You on your way down there with your sleeve up. You might as well put on a wife beater because it ain't got no sleeve. You just go on and roll your window down and let them stick you. Come on, somebody. You better wake up. You better wake up and quit trying to forecast or whether it's the mark or not. It is a mark. Look it up. Period. It's a mark. That's what it is.
It is a mark.
It's a mark. Look it up. They mark their slaves. If they put their chemical in you, they own the patent of that. They own your blood. It's in you. Look it up. And that's the mark of the system. And it has a name. And it's patent. Look at the number of the patent. Come on, somebody. And it carries the attributes of one not being able to buy or sell. What more you need? Oh, that ain't it. Okay, cool. Whatever you say. How about that? I tell you what. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I tell you what. Yeah. I'm telling you, if you hear me in the spirit, I said it. Listen. Come on, somebody. I'm trying to talk to him, Philip. Woe unto you when you boy, I know some fake preachers. I do. We talk. Fake is fake. You ain't gotta like me. Because I don't like what you do anyway, to tell you the truth. And I'm the type to say it too. Fake joker. Fake jokers with these churches and always running around with bags of biscuits and biscuits and bacon. Handing out biscuits and bacon. And come on, somebody. But won't stand for Yah. Doctrine is twisted, and so is their commitment to Yah. And gonna let the wolf in the sheepfold. Y'all gonna get them too. Y'all gonna get them. But like I talked the other day, Bible say blind lead the blind, they both fall in the ditch. Listen to this. He said, leave them alone. Let them alone. They be blind guy, a joker with the doggone seeing stick, blind, and then a whole bunch of people holding his shirt, following him, and they got their blind sticks. The joker just gonna fall off the cliff. look, with a pocket full of money. The blind guy got a pocket full of money because they gave him one of them stimulus checks. He got a stimulus check. The joker got a stimulus check to stick all the rest of these blind jokers following them. You hear me? Folks running around here. Whatever happened to faith? We read in Baruch. Hey, in the last days, faith is going to be scarce. It's in the 66 books as well. But we're living in a time where people really trusting the Most High is rare and it's scarce. And it's the bottom line. Y'all was dealing with me this morning, and he just like gave me a boost. Boy, did I need that, boy. I'm telling you. He said, you know, like the spirit of you will come and renew your strength, and you'll mount up. And I just felt it. I just felt like, because this place gets a little dim. You know what I mean? Dealing with the devil and all these lies. But he just gave me a burst, a boost. Woo, and it felt great. Spiritual boost. Nothing to do with the natural at all. This is spiritual boost of encouragement. And I'm encouraged. And I see, I can understand why it's blessed is the poor, and blessed is those that hunger, and blessed is those that cry now, and blessed, yeah, you right, yeah. Because we got our sleeves rolled up not to get stuck, Chuck. We got our sleeves rolled up to get to work. Yeah. We ain't rolling our sleeves up all the way to the shoulder, baby. They're just right above our elbow so we can bend our arms and get to work. If you let them convince you to roll your sleeves up a little too high, you might get stuck. Come on, somebody. You better wake up. You better wake up. You better wake up. You see the pressure? They'll pay you or slay you. Because at the end of the day, they're going to thin this place. You better recognize. You better recognize the agenda because they told you. You so scared, you going, oh, they didn't say that. You know how you tell a girl, he's a pimp. Hey, nah, I want to hit. Yeah, he's a pimp. No. He love me. Okay, you don't want to hear? You don't want to hear the truth? Curse is the man that trusts in man and making flesh his arm. And I'm going to tell you right now, that don't mean go be rude, y'all. Right. That don't mean go be, he didn't have friends, must first show himself friendly. You got to be friendly, walking the spirit of love. On this platform that I'm on right now, oh, you get the business. Yeah, you get to cry loud and spare not. You get the truth. After I log off, it was good seeing you. How's the baby? With your fornicating self. How's the baby? Everybody good? Good. Yeah, I'm praying for you. Oh, you on your way down there to get yours now, huh? Okay. Go, like he told Judas, go do what you do. Do it quickly. You joker, you. We running out of time. And the Most High sheep hear his voice. Y'all listening? The Most High sheep hear his voice. And they will not follow a stranger. See, now I can preach that other part. They say his sheep hear his voice, and the stranger they will not follow. The power of the prince of that. And these are the times where that's manifesting, right? You will not follow the power of this world. You just ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna do it. They know I might not. Nah, go on with that. Double-minded man is unstable in all his way. Get out of here with that. I'll do what I got to do in Yahushua's name. Yeah, some trust in chariots, some trust in spears, but we will remember the name, come on, of Yahweh. Come on, somebody. Yeah, we will remember the Most High Creator. We have repented from our sins. If my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray, seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, and then I hear from heaven, I forget their sins and I hear their land. We seeking him, we didn't turn, we done with it. Gave Satan back all this stuff. Get up out of here, pal. You ain't got nothing here, no ownership here. You ain't putting nothing in me, and you ain't got nothing in me. And nothing you got, I want. Come on, somebody. He that seek to save his life, gonna lose it. Come on, I already lost mine. I was baptized into his death, so I can rise up to walk in the newness of life. Come on, greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. I'm gonna obey Yah. Yeah, but they done bought guillotines and a bunch of bullets and everything. Yeah, do what you do. You can only do what Yah let you do. In the interim, we're going to do what Yah told us to do, and we're going to enjoy this spiritual Goshen because the name of Yahushua is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it, and we find safety here. We safe. Safe. Come on, somebody. threw a fastball, but safe. We slid in. Yeah.
Behind the bloody doorpost. Hallelujah.
Woe to you when folks speak highly of you. Yeah, they ain't gonna speak highly of me. I'm gonna give them reason not to. How about that? Satan and his children can't speak highly of me.
Right.
Yeah, straight up. The only ones that can is the ones that hear the word and ready to repent. Come on, somebody. Yeah, those that's willing to repent. He sealed me. Listen, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm finna go, but listen. bless you, and congratulations on your baptism.
She said she can't wait.
Oh, she can't wait?
She can't wait to be baptized.
Oh, me too. I was baptized. I didn't see the one before that. Okay. Oh, yeah, can't wait to be baptized. Who's your name? That's Jackson. I'm talking about the young lady. Imani, I think, said that. Yeah, but she was saying that she got baptized 3 months ago.
Hallelujah.
But we thank the Most High. We thank the Most High. I'm not going to keep y'all. Y'all start getting together and planning. Stock up on food and water. Non-perishable food and water, and do it now. Stock up on it and and pray how you gonna protect you and your family in these days to come. You hear me? And do it in Yahushua's name. I remember, I'm closing, y'all, but I remember when the Most High told them to sell your coat, sell your coat and go get you a sword. That's what he told them. Because it comes a time where a sword is more valuable than a coat. No, you don't need more Imani. You just found one. If you learn and sticks, hang out. We preach 8 times a week. We pray 7 days a week. I think at least 6 days a week. We preach and pray so much. Kick your shoes off. Make yourself at home, Imani. Judah, Israel. You at home if you want to be, because the word is here. I tell you that. Good. Order your sword today. Get it and read and stay in contact with us. You sisters, get a number. Call Rita B. Someone get in there and get a number. Yamina Yahoo. Y'all get a number and embrace our sister. Thank the Most High for you. Hallelujah. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to get out of here, y'all. I know Charmaine Yahoo, between Charmaine Yahoo and Dave, the word getting out for sure. We're going to have about 100 shares. Messing with them for sure. Anyway, thank the Most High. Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity to come before you humbly to know how gleaning the truth of your word. We absolutely love you. We need you. We believe you. We trust you. We're casting our cares upon you, knowing that you care strengthen us. Renew our strength. We need to be renewed we shift us in the next gear so we can climb this hill. Hallelujah. And while you pushing us up the hill, we'll meet you at the top of the hill. Hallelujah. And then take us on home. Hallelujah. We trust in you and believe you. We don't trust man. Curses the man that trusts in man and making these lying devils their strength. We trust you and only you. Fill us up with your ruah. Continue to give us the boldness and the comfort. Oh, you got comfort inside of boldness. I met that comfort in the boldness to proclaim your name in these last and wicked days. Continue to comfort us, and we'll be careful to give you the praise and honor now and now, but forever. In the matchless name of Yahushua, we humbly pray. Hallelujah. 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 Hey! Yeah. That was the lesson. I pray you were brute on the Shabbat. Those of us that's not eating no food today, hallelujah. I appreciate you, Mark Logan, for hanging in there with us. Continue to let the Most High deal with your heart and draw you closer to Him. You hanging. Keita, good to see you. Always a pleasure. Y'all continue to pray for one another. Go love somebody. Do something. Be beneficial. Be beneficial in the kingdom. Be about your Father's business, and He'll be about yours. We just passing through this joker, and it's a little raggedy right now, but the Most High, we got the Great One living in us, and we in a different kingdom. We here, but we in a different kingdom. We on something else. We ain't looking for no doctrine to give us permission to sin like we got the can't help us. How you got the can't help us? I can't stop sinning. How you got the can't help us? And greater is He that's in you than he that's in the world. Let me get out of here. I love y'all. Y'all be Baruch and Barak Shalom. I'm gone.